So hey, this is Dr. Story. I'm going to give you the one stretch that works wonders for patellar tendonitis and patellar tendinopathy. I'm going to give you this stretch with this caveat though. This really only works if you've already removed all the adhesions from the muscles and made sure that the joint biomechanics are correct. Very often what I find is that with patellar tendonitis and tendinopathies, there's usually two things. The first is the actual tibia and femur don't have good rotation. My experience has been that it's bad external rotation. So when a patient fully extends their leg, the tibia actually rotates a little bit externally. And if that joint play is not restored, you will simply get nowhere with tendinopathies and tendonitis of the knee. Also, you need to make sure that the hip itself has good joint biomechanics. The hip needs to have at least 30-35 degrees of internal rotation. So once I've actually adjusted the hip and adjusted the knee, made sure there's no postural distortions, this is the stretch that makes things go so much better when you have these types of problems. So let me show it to you now. So what you're going to do is you're going to do this up with a chair. You're going to place your foot against the back of the chair, the knee on the chair, and then you're going to rotate your pelvis. Now your pelvis is probably pointed down like this now. You're going to take, imagine your belt is angled in this position. You're just going to straighten it out by tucking your belly button in. You're going to stand up and hold this stretch for 2 minutes. Now after a couple weeks it becomes easier, and what you'll do is you'll take your foot and you'll push against the back of the chair for about 10 seconds for a muscle contraction. So you would push the chair and then relax. Tighten your pelvis, rotate your pelvis, and stand up. 2 minutes is how long you do it. So when you do this stretch, you're going to find this is a pretty intense stretch, and it works wonders, and it helps prevent these tendonitises and tendinopathies. Very often athletes will come in and that muscle is gunked up with all types of adhesions, and the muscle is essentially glued to the other muscles themselves and doesn't slide well. There's not a good groove in between the rectus femoris and other muscles. Once those adhesions are removed, then this stretch becomes extremely effective. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're watching. If you have any questions regarding patellar tendinopathy, jumper's knee, and this stretch, feel free to ask in the comment section below.